Okay folks, this will be a bit of a challenging one. Let's see if I can make this one turn up a treat. Yeah folks, Christmas in July has just been and I forgot to observe it, which was the 25th of July, and I was a day late seeing it was that day, so I really missed it. I was looking forward to it even though I'm alone and I'm not with my partner. I'm not actually looking forward to it, but basically trying to make myself think positive that when I get in touch with Luigi next year, I'll probably celebrate with him Christmas in July, which would be really nice, especially if we can go down to the snow. I've never been to the snow, folks, so missed out on a lot of good things, folks. Not fucking funny, really, but yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, let's see what it is. It is a Christmas card. A Merry Christmas, yeah. Merry Christmas, my ass. There's no, yeah. It's just got the, it's a blank one. No one's written on this. Someone gave it to me or something. It's a bit bigger than an A6. I'm going to have to make that a bit smaller on the vertical. So a bit less than 200. Maybe 195. Going to make this into something interesting. I'm going to try and do something interesting with the word Christmas. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi. And I'm trying to get in touch with him through the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9. I just need to get cooperation from that TV channel to get my work out there. As a photocopier artist as well, to get all this happening. And that's come up looking really quite interesting without the colours. I'm trying to concentrate on the word Christmas. I'm trying to get that to move up a bit with the vertical enlargement, which is going to be a bit smaller. So maybe make it maybe 185. Maybe move it down a bit. Move it down this way. I think that's how move it up this way, up that way. I just want the words Christmas primarily. I don't want too much of a gap like we got there at the top here. Yeah, that's come up looking better. The word Christmas is almost in the middle of the side up the vertical. I might move it across a bit more again. Maybe reduce that enlargement to maybe 180, perhaps. I'm going to just slide it back to the right. Just a little, a fair amount, but not too much. So just a little. I've got something interesting I'm going to do with this. Yeah, that's pretty close to the centre. I don't think we need to make it too close. I think this should do it just fine. Going to make this into something strange and interesting. So we're now just going to switch those off, or switch it back to 200. 200? No, we want it back on 100. Silly. This user interface is a pain. It's just too much of this flicking and dragging and accidentally hitting buttons that you don't want to hit. It really gets a bit annoying. So I'm just going to put the colours back. No, I don't want that. I'm just going to get rid of this. Merry Christmas! Recycle. Merry recycle. Haha. So this is it. I'm going to photocopy, concentrate on the word Christmas. I'm going to do something interesting with the word Christmas. See how that works. Anyway, that's come up looking really quite interesting, and the word Christmas looks really nice just like that. Yeah. Christmas! Merry Christmas! Yeah, I'm not going to be able to celebrate Christmas properly or at all until I get in touch with my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get, I think I did mention it, I'm fucking not good at remembering things, folks. But basically, I'm trying to get in touch with Channel 9, using Channel 9 to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I can't otherwise contact any other way. I've tried other TV channels in the past, but I'm not bothering with them anymore. I'm more interested in what Channel 9 can do, because I really trust that they've got the best coverage and all that sort of shit, even though they still haven't come up with the goods yet that I'm looking for, that I'm trying to get time on their 6 o'clock bulletin, which would be considered in the American parlance prime time, if I'm correct. But basically I'm trying to get onto the prime time and trying to get right into the thick of it, even though it's really hard to try and get any kind of interest from them from what I can see. Got to believe something will happen, folks. I've got to believe in miracles. I don't know. I really find it hard to believe that my work is worth anything on the news, that the news channels really don't give a flying rat's bum about it, that about me as a person or about Luigi or about anything. They just care about rich people and people who have already made a name for themselves as a success. They don't want a person like me who's made mistakes in the past, whose lives determined by the past. The future looks so bleak because I'm not rich, I'm not famous already, but I have to fucking start somewhere. And how do I get this success and this fame that I'm so hungry for? I'm not doing the fame thing just for the sake of fame. I'm doing it because I need to get in touch with my partner, and I need to make a living as an artist. So I'm trying my best to put the best foot forward, even though it's pretty candid shit. It's not pre-made, even though everything these days is prefab and pre-built, pre-made, formula. I can't live on a formula way of doing things, folks. I try to have certain ideas in my work, but I try to be candid, you know, as you can see. And sometimes I get a bit too cranky. I get so fucking angry and frustrated with everything, folks. I just get so annoyed that I can't get famous so I can make a living, so I can get off Centrelink and make a life for myself as an artist, as a real artist, because my dad and my brother don't respect me anyway. They hate my art and they hate who I am, they hate what I've become. It's all because of the past that they hate me, and I can't put the past behind me until I can somehow deal with this shit. And I can't deal with it on my own. I don't have the power or the money or the fame or personnel to help make my life different. So I have to do it on my own and promote myself. Self-promotion has become my mantra. But the truth of the matter is I've never been confident with being promoted by others. Like when I was a kid, I hated the word, when my dad told me I couldn't go to a birthday party, someone's birthday party, because I needed what's called an invitation. I didn't like the word invitation because I knew that it relied on me having to be invited. And you know, when you're talking invitation, you don't always have power, of course, to get that person or that entity to invite you to whatever they're inviting people to. And I've always felt a sense of wanting to be in the control, wanting to be in the driver's seat, to be able to control how things turn out. But the truth of the matter is my life's been out of control. I've never had the control that I wanted or the desires that I wanted. And I now have to now I wonder what this shit is happening, because this is not controlled. You could say this is lack of control, and again, it's really hard to create something sometimes because you don't always have control over the medium. So the idea of being a control freak is really something, really difficult to deal with when you're the one that's not got the control. I'm going to utilise that one. But basically, I just get really... I used to hate the word invitation. My dad didn't want me to gate crash the neighbour's birthday party. And I hated that. I just knew I wasn't going to get invited. Somehow I knew instinctively that I wasn't going to be invited to that birthday party. And basically, I just had to barge in. Had to make my own way to get in there, to get invited, to not get invited, but to get into the party and enjoy myself and to show off who I was. Long before I became a photocopier artist, incidentally. Long before, folks. But still, I was really a person who dreamed of the limelight in some way without actually thinking about it as such. So I do have a desire for the limelight, folks, but it's not the only reason why I want to be in it. I'm interested in helping others and helping give money away to the less fortunate, you know. I'm not interested in just feathering my own nest. It's not good enough in my books to do that. To make a difference in the world, to make the world a better place also for those less fortunate than myself. I don't see enough of that happening in this world, folks. Enough people helping others who are less fortunate, that the successful keep the success to themselves and the less fortunate have to just accept what they get, the scraps of life. And I know what that feels like. I'm pretty sure I do. Scraps of life, which is not nice. Not a nice present for Christmas when Christmas rolls around. Being lonely is something I've learned to become sort of... You get used to it, but you don't. And loneliness is a killer. It kills like 15 cigarettes a day. It's a killer. I actually like that bit up there. It really does. It kills. It's a killer. And I'm really lonely to get in touch with Luigi. I really need to get in touch with him to find where he is so I can put my past behind me and forge a bright future with him. And I can't get out. I can't find him unless I get on the news. I just can't find where he is. I don't know his address. I don't have his phone number. He's not on social media that I know of. I saw someone with a name that I thought was his on Facebook, but it turned out to be a female account, not a fucking male account. And it really hurt my feelings when I saw that, and I erupted into a fireball of tears over it because I was hoping it was him, So I can't find where he is, folks. That's the secret. Where is Luigi? Where is Luigi, folks? Where is he gone? Where's his presence? Why can't I find him? Why do I have to be lonely just because I fucked up as a youth? Why did I fucking do what I did? I ask myself that question. Why? Why did I do it? Why did I fuck up? And that's the questions I ask myself. And every day I face it, folks. Every day. Every fucking day. I face my past. My past has ruined my present and my indefinite future. Being away from Luigi, because I did some stupid things when I was young. I stopped dreaming big. I stopped being a photocopier artist. That was the hint. I fucked up. I stopped being a photocopier artist the year that we could have gotten married. Man, I had some hang-ups. I had some real nasty hang-ups when I was young and foolish. And my dad and my brother hate me as well because of it. And they don't even know why they hate me. They just do. They do what they do. They hate my guts. So, I'm trying my best to put the past behind me as much as I can, which is really proving to be more difficult than easy, more difficult than anticipated. So yeah, I have to do what I have to do, and I have to be an artist. I have to focus on what I can do and not what I can't do. I've got to be able to think outside the box. I have to fucking go back and sort of, not do the same mistakes ever again. Make these demos, upload them to social media, burn them to disk, submit them to Channel 9, that sort of thing. That's what I'm doing now. It's really hard work trying to get these TV channels like Channel 9. Channel 9 has now become my choice. I don't want the other ones as much as I want Channel 9. So Channel 9 have basically got the ball in their court, and they're the ones that I've got to serve, that have got to serve it back. Basically, it's more difficult than I thought. But basically, I'm trying my best, even though I'm also disabled, and being disabled means you're not going to earn much money to run a campaign like this. So you have to scratch around, and you have to work in a disabled workshop as well as relying on the Centrelink. Don't get me wrong, I am very appreciative to Centrelink. Centrelink I give them a thumbs up overall. But I can't live like this. It's not the way to live. If you're really wanting to make a mark as an artist, you got to go beyond the lowly side of things, because lowly doesn't always cut it in the real life, in the real world. So I'm trying to get out of this lowliness, because I hate being lowly, folks. And I was lowly at school because I kept getting teased and bullied at school. So I really have had a hard knock life, you could say, if you must use that song from that musical. What's a hard knock life for us? It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of loving, we get kicked. I forgot the lyrics. Sorry, folks. Don't worry about my singing. I'm not a singer. Even though my dad likes to think he's a fucking singer. He goes to a group called Sing Australia, and he pays to sing at the Opera House and other places where he'd like to sing, but he can't fucking sing. He's an idiot. Dad's an idiot. He likes to do things that are pretentious and pre-made and prefabricated, but he doesn't like my genuine talent as a photocopier artist. He thinks it's foolish. He thinks it's just a load of foolishness. He doesn't believe in it. So he can go fuck himself, because it's my talent. You fuckwit. You fucking old fart. Go blow a fucking hole in your asshole, bitch. Daddy, fuckwit. You're not my daddy, you're a teaser and a bully. Go fuck yourself, bitch. Go to hell, you slut. I hope you go to hell and burn forever, you dirty little fuck. Dirty fuck. Dirty dad. Dad is not my daddy. He is not my fucking daddy, folks. And that's one of the things I have to clear up is our relationship with my father, who really doesn't understand myself as an artist. He has seen my past, but he doesn't know that it was me giving up the art that was the problem, not the art itself. Because I gave it up when it was popular, and he didn't see it rise to the surface, and he assumes that it's because the art itself is foolish. He doesn't seem to see that it was me not acting on it. So he gets really funny about it, and he treats it like it's foolishness. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. And it's like you can't talk sense to this bitch. And my brother doesn't like it either. So, I'm trying to get this stuff rebranded and remade so that I can get my family back together. My mum thinks this is too expensive for me. So this has come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now say Merry Christmas. Hopefully this Christmas will be my Christmas with Luigi, the real Christmas, 25th of July 2023. Fingers crossed. I don't believe in that, but I'll just say it. Fingers crossed.